Good afternoon, everybody. Happy now Wednesday. I know yesterday I tried to say it was Wednesday. It wasn't. Now we're halfway through the week though, right? Just you need me in there to kind of throw you off a little bit, and then the week goes by fast. I'll tell you any day. I'll tell you whatever day you want me to tell you it is. All right, so today we have a full body workout. I'm going to run us through some stretches, and as always, we have 3 different things that we're going to go through, and then 3 and 3 of everything we do. All right, so first thing with those stretches, we're going to start out with some arm circles. So just taking the arms up by those shoulders, and we're just going to rotate them forward, just tapping those feet out because why not? We're going to get some lower body in there today too. So let's just tap it out, pulling the shoulders away from the ears, and we're going to rotate it back in 3, 2, and 1, rotating it backwards. I feel like I have a fun vibe going on behind me right now. I was like, I can see it in the camera, so makes it a little bit more entertaining to look at, right? All right. This time, no lights on the ground though, because the last time that one just turned on and turned off, it weirded me out a little bit. All right, dropping the arms in 3, 2, and 1. So dropping down those arms, we're going to take it into a side lunge. So taking it over to that right side, we're just going to place that right arm down and kind of just stretch it out, making sure that chest stays open. We're not leaning too far forward, just stretching it out, just because it feels nice. All right, we're going to switch it over in 3, 2, and 1. So switching over to that left side. Same thing, keeping the chest open, head above the heart, booty's pulled back, and we're just stretching it out. Nothing too crazy. We're going to extend that leg in 3, 2, and 1. So extending it out, extending it out, keeping those legs out. We're going to hinge at the hips, taking that upper body forward, pressing the hands down to the ground or fingertips, whatever you can reach, hinging at the elbows to get down a little bit deeper. So we just feel that nice stretch running up through those hamstrings. So just starting out at center and just pulling yourself in. We're going to walk it to that right side in 3, 2, and 1. So walking it over to that right, finding that nice twist. And sink it a little bit deeper, hinging at those elbows. Walking it back to center. And we walk it over to that left side. From here, hinge down. Bringing it back to center in 3, 2, and 1. So back to center. We bring it up, hinging at that hip, bring it up nice and slow, getting the blood back running through. All right. So I know we did these yesterday. So we are going to take those arms to a 90-degree bend out by the sides, keeping the elbows in line with the shoulder. We're just going to take it down and up. So just down and up, just a little rotation. Same thing, we're pulling the shoulders away from those ears. So don't pinch them up all high. I feel like a robot or like a scarecrow at that point. That's what it is. I don't know what I'm doing. I was trying to go scarecrow. All right. So just up and down, just nice and controlled. Like I said, nothing too crazy, just to get that movement going. All right. So we have one more stretch and somebody a little active. So we're going to go into butt kickers. So dropping the arms in 3, 2, and 1, dropping those arms, kind of shake them out a little bit. And then we're going to go into butt kickers. So just pulling the heel into that booty as high as you can get it in 3, 2, and 1. So just nice and controlled, just getting it nice and high. So we'll go for about 15 seconds. You can spin it around a circle if you want, or stay in place. But we have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Dropping it down, and I'm going to go over what we are going to be doing. So everybody, make sure you have a towel, water, something to kneel on, something to lay on. If you don't want to lay on anything and you just want the floor, by all means, go for it. I would like something a little bit squishy, so it's not just hard wood for my elbows and knees. All right, but totally up to you. Okay, so we are going to be doing legs first. So prime example right now of why you might want something. We're going to be going into some donkey kicks. So we are going to take it down to the forearms for these. And we're going to get that 90-degree bend in that right leg if we're working that right side. So we're going to take it from underneath that right hip. We're going to stomp that foot up to the ceiling, making sure that lower back does not dip in. And we lower back down just enough to get underneath that hip and right back up. So we don't touch the ground. We don't get that resting point. We keep constant tension. We keep it up and we lower it down nice and controlled. From there, we're going to stand it up. Heels are going to be together. Toes are going to be out. You can place the hands on your hips. Feel like a dancer at this point. And we're just going to go into some calf raises. So coming up to the toes. As you lower down, we don't lower down all the way. So we just lift up and down. So like I said, nice and controlled, making sure that booty's not popping out. We want to tuck that pelvis under and just focus on those calves. Then we're going to go into a little outer thigh movement. So we're going to place, so one movement will be, we'll place the right leg over that left, and we're just going to lift up that left leg, lowering it down. Same thing though, as you lower it down, it does not press all the way down because then we lose that tension and that's our resting point, and we don't get a resting point in these. So we're just going to take it up, lower down. It's a small range, so it's nice and controlled. So you just focus on that outer thigh for this, and then we'll switch it over to the opposite side, same thing, crossing that left foot over that right leg, except for we might start on the right side. I started with the left. We're going to start on the right, so we'll just flip it over. All right, so that's our first thing. We get legs knocked out of the way. We got three rounds of 3 things. Okay. So I don't know if, I think I already said this, because I know I always say it, but make sure you have your towel water, and then I know I just got done talking about something for the ground. I know that. That was like a nice minute-long conversation I just had to myself. Okay. So we'll get started in about 15 seconds. We will start out with our donkey kicks. So just getting ready in your position right now after you grab everything you need. So let's align ourselves how our bodies are supposed to be. So shoulders are stacked over the elbows. The left knee is going to start underneath that hip. That right knee is going to come to a 90-degree bend. Flat foot. And I want you, as you press it up, don't start to point it. Keep it flexed and focus on stomping your foot to the ceiling. Just stomp it up. Focus on like trying to like kick your foot through the ceiling. And same thing, as you lower down, we stop right underneath the hip. But we're going to go for 10 on the right, then 10 on the left in 3, 2, and 1. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Dropping that right side, left side in 3, 2, and 1. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Dropping down that left side, take it up to the palms and bring yourself to a standing position. We have some calf raises. Okay. So remember, toes are going to be facing out, heels are going to be in, and we're just going to lift it up. As you lower it down, we keep a little space in between the heel and the ground. Because why? Because we keep that tension building. Because why? Because this is not a resting point. And that's when you just kind of smack me in the face when I say that. All right. So toes are out, hands can come to the hips. Just make sure that we're not, if your hands are on your hips, you're not rotating out. Keep the pelvis tucked under. Shoulders away from the ears. We take it up and down. This one we're going to go for 15 because I think we can handle 15. In 3, 2, and 1. So 15, 14, 13, squeeze at the top, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Dropping it down, shaking out those legs really quick. And we have those outer thighs. So remember how I showed you, we're gonna flip it around the opposite way. So we're gonna lay on that right side wherever you're at. We'll lay on the right side and cross that left foot over that right leg. So same thing, we're gonna go for 10 on the right, and then we'll flip it over and we'll do 10 on the left. You can either roll it over or flip it opposite sides. All right, so we come to the ground, we lay on that right side, extending out that right leg. Move all my stuff. All right, so we're gonna extend out that right leg. That left leg is gonna cross over. So we're just gonna lift that right leg. As you lower down, we keep a small spacing in between the ground. All right, so we take it up for 10 in 3, 2, and 1. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Dropping it down. We rotate that body over or flip it around, whatever you prefer. All right, so right leg crosses over. That left leg is gonna lift up in 3, 2, and 1. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Dropping it down and bringing yourself to a standing position. That was round 1. Finished. So we move on to round 2. So same thing, we go through the same process. We go through our donkey kicks. This next round of calf raises, we're gonna break it up for 20. So I'll do, let's see if I can say this and get it right this time. I'm gonna count us up to 10. Then I'm gonna do a countdown for the second round for 10, or not second round, but I'm gonna count us up to 10, and then I'm gonna count down from 10. That'll be 20. Now let's see if I can actually accomplish that. I feel like every single time I've told you guys that, I mess it up and then I have to keep counting. Okay, we take it down. So our donkey kicks. So aligning ourselves, shoulders stacked, we lift up and out. We get that left knee underneath that hip, right leg 90-degree bend, flat foot, we stomp it up in 3, 2, and 1. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Dropping down that right side, and we go on that left side. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Dropping down that left side, pressing those palms to your mat or the ground and rise it up. Shaking it out, we have our calf raises next. So counting up to 10, then counting down from 10, because then it's like a countdown. I don't know why. I don't know why I say some things sometimes. I like to talk before I think. Doing a countdown. Oh, it's like a countdown. Okay. It's because it's Wednesday. We're halfway through the week. Okay. So toes out. Heels are coming in. We take it up and down. I'm counting us up to 10 and then down from 10 in 3, 2, and 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Dropping down those heels, shaking out those legs. And we have those lying outer thighs. So we're going to start laying on that right side, extending out that right leg. And then we're gonna hook that left foot over that right leg. All right. Give it about 10 more seconds and we'll lay down. Okay. So laying down to that right side. Left foot comes over that right leg. And we're gonna lift up, lowering down. Remember, it's a small range. So we do not touch the ground. We just keep it nice and controlled, nice and slow in 3, 2, and 1. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Dropping that right foot down, we bring it over. So laying on that left side this time, bringing that right foot over. You can kind of place that hand or the head in that palm. Right hand comes to the ground. We're going to lift up and down in 3, 2, and 1. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Dropping down that left side. Bring yourself up. We have 1 more round, starting out with those donkey kicks in about 15 seconds. Hopefully everybody's having a great day today. Hopefully a great week. You know what? Not just a great day, a great week. Things can only get better, right? Okay, so we take it down for our last round of our donkey kicks. Because our next thing, we move into some upper body, some arms, shoulder, chest, that good stuff, you know? All right, taking it down, shoulder stack, right knee, 90 degrees. We take it up and down. This time we're gonna go for 15 in 3, 2, and 1. So 15, 14, 12, 11, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Dropping that right side, and we take that left side up in 3, 2, and 1. So 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Dropping down that left knee, bring yourself up, shaking out those legs, and we get into our calf raises next. So same thing, we go for 20, counting us up and counting us down. Toes are going to be out, heels are going to be in. Hands can come to those hips, or if you want hands in prayer, or if you want, you can always bring your arms up. Just find that balance, and we do not reach those heels to the ground until I get us down to 1. Or, yeah, to 1. All right, so toes out, heels in. We take it up and down in 3, 2, and 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Dropping down those heels, shaking them out. We have our lying out our thighs next, and then we finish up with that. You guys get a break, and I get to explain. Basically, I just get to talk. Okay, taking it down to that right side. We're not starting just yet, but just getting us ready. So, your head can go into that right palm. We're going to cross over that left leg, lifting up that right in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Dropping it down, bring yourself over, or you can just rotate it over, like flip yourself. All right. So right leg crosses over this time, left hand, right, your head goes into that left hand. Right hand presses down, left leg is extended. We go in 3, 2, and 1. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Dropping it down. Bring yourself up and keep moving around, whether it's tapping out, moving in your arms, whatever you please. Just keep moving. Don't lay, don't sit. Just keep it moving. I'm going to go over what we're doing next. You guys get about 1 minute and 15. All right. So we are going to come into some staggered push-ups to start us out. So I know we've done these before, but that right hand's going to extend. Left hand is going to be out. We're going to take it down. We're going to go for 5 on one side, flip it over to the other side, 5 on the opposite side, okay? Just keeping those hips hinged forward. If you want that challenge, you can always take it up to the feet. We are then going to go into some alternating Supermans. So laying all the way flat on your stomach, we're going to be lifting up. So that right hand, left leg are going to lift, and then we'll switch it over. Left hand, right leg, lift. So we'll switch it over and we'll go for 10 of those. It'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Like it won't be right, left, 1, right, left, 2. Those be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up to 10. And then we're going to take it into some shoulder taps. So challenge is being up on those toes. We're going to go nice and controlled. So right hand, left shoulder, left hand, right shoulder. Keeping those hips as still as we can. If you need to modify, take it down to the knees. Just hinge the hips forward and keep the knees separated. Do the same thing. We don't want those hips to shift and use that momentum and then just have our body just shifting side to side. We don't feel what we're supposed to be feeling. We just feel like, why am I moving so much? Okay. So staggered push-ups, we have 5 and 5. Then alternating Supermans, 10 all together. And our shoulder taps is going to be 10 and it'll be 1. So right hand, left shoulder, left hand, right shoulder, 1. So on and so forth. So that'll be for 10. Superman's is 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. I'll most likely explain that 5 more times. Not because of you guys, just because I feel like I need to explain. Okay, so we'll get started in about 30 seconds. So it's kind of moving those arms out, tapping those feet. You want cross the arms, tap the feet. We just keep moving for the next 15 seconds. And we'll get started with those staggered push-ups. Remember, if you want, you can always take it up to the feet. If you want a challenge, or if you want to switch it up, do 1 round on the knees, 1 round on the toes, or whatever you'd like. Totally up to you. I just ask that you challenge yourself. Okay, so we take it down right now. So right hand is going to be in front, left hand is going to be staggered to start out with. We're going to take it down for 5, and then that left hand will be forward, right hand will be out to the side, and we go for 5. All right, so we take it down in 3, 2, and 1. So 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Left hand forward, right hand out, and we take it down. So 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pressing it up, walking those hands back. And let's just sit our booty on our heels, inhaling the arms up, exhaling them down, bringing them out right in front of us. So meeting me in a tabletop position, we're going to rotate the hands so the fingers are facing the knees and just putting a little bit of pressure on it, just kind of stretching out those wrists, those forearms. And if this is too much, don't feel like you have to do it. or just a little stretch, nothing too drastic. And if you want, you can always take it down to those, like with the palms facing down, be very gentle. To me, that one's a little scary for me. I like this one now. All right. So rotating those wrists, inhaling up, exhaling down, we walk it out, and we lay those stomachs down on the ground. Nice chill out here, right? Okay, so extending out those arms, legs are already extended. We go into those alternating Supermans. We're gonna go for 10, so right arm, 1, left arm, 2. But we go in 3, 2, and 1. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Dropping it down, pressing through the palms, sitting the hips back, and we rise it up. Same thing, we just kind of shake it out a little bit, about 15 seconds, and we'll get into our shoulder taps. Grabbing water whenever you feel like you need it, if I don't say it enough. All right, we're gonna take it down in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, taking it down. So we're going into our shoulder taps. And we're gonna go for 10. So right hand, left shoulder, left hand, right shoulder, 1. For 10, modification on those knees, just spread the knees apart. Challenge on the toes, keep the feet spread apart. But we go in 3, 2, and 1. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Walking the palms back to the feet and kind of just grab onto the backs of the ankles and pull your chest in. Grabbing onto the elbows, rock it side to side. Or you can just let those arms hang. Just rock it. All right, placing those hands to those hips, we hinge it up and we shake it out. So we get into our second round, starting out with those staggered push-ups, right hand forward, left hand out. We go for 5, switch it over for 5. That is next. I feel like I just got my hair cut, so I got it layered, if you guys care. But I was like, I put my hair up before I started. Everything's like falling out. It's all the layers. I feel like first world problems. They're not big. These ones aren't big. These are my little issues. All right. So we take it down to the ground for our staggered push-ups. Right hand forward, left hand's gonna be out. We take it down and up for 5 and switch it over for 5 in 3, 2, and 1. So 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pressing it up, switching it over. Right hand out, left hand forward, taking it down in 3, 2, and 1. So 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pressing it up, sitting the hips back, taking those arms up by the sides, arm circles. Bringing it forward. Keeping those arms up, in line with those shoulders. And let's rotate it the opposite way. Taking the hands behind the back, bringing the fingers together. We are just going to open up that chest, pulling it open. And releasing those hands. All right, So we crawl it down to the stomach. Extending out the arms, we have our Supermans. We're gonna go for 10 in 3, 2, and 1. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Dropping it down, pressing those booties back. And we take it down to that right hip. Extend those legs forward. And reaching those arms forward, pulling the shoulders down, grabbing onto the ankles or the feet, pulling the chest in. And releasing those legs, rolling those shoulders back and forward. Back one more time. And shake it out. Bringing it back around. So we're going into those shoulder taps. You can modify on the knees or take it up to the toes. But we're going to go for 10 in 3, 2, and 1. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pressing through those toes, we bring it up, standing position. We have one more round of these. Then we move on for our last thing of the things. So remember, we start out with staggered push-ups, and then we move on. Right hand will be forward. All right, so we get ready in position right now. Taking it down. Remember, we go for 5. So challenge is up on the toes or down on the knees, whatever you prefer, but we go in 3, 2, and 1. So 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring those hands to center, right hand out, left hand forward. We take it down and up in 3, 2, and 1. So 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bringing it back, inhaling the arms up, exhaling them forward. And we're just going to go into a little stretch. So tucking that right toe, we're just going to shift it back, forward, dropping that right knee, tucking that left toe, shift it back, forward. Bring that left knee down, taking it down to that right and left elbow, extending that right arm, then the left arm, keeping those hips lifted. Just a little stretch right here. You can massage the forehead to the right, to the left. This feels good on that upper body. All right, lifting up, walking the palms back. We lay it down on the stomach. Did we just do those? No, we did not. We lay it down. So we have those alternating Supermans. We're going to lift up in 3, 2, and 1. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bringing it down, hips back. We rise it up, shaking it out. We have our shoulder taps next and last. And then you get your minute and 15. And I will go over what our last things are. Got some core work going on. I mean, all these movements, you should be using your core, but these are like ab. All right, let's take it right back down for our shoulder taps. Remember, we go for 10 in 3, 2, and 1. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Tucking the toes, we rise it up. Grab anything you need right now. You guys have a minute and 15. I'm going to go over what we're doing next. Just keep moving those bodies around. All right. First things first, crunches. Crunches. All right. So for these crunches, the knees are going to be lifted. There we go. So the knees are going to be lifted. We're going to take those arms up and out. And for these, we're going to crunch, bringing the hands through the knees. So crunching at those lower abs, feeling in the upper, and releasing it down. As you release it down, try to not release all that tension. Try and keep it like, try and go down about like 90%, and then right back up. So we'll take it up and out, release it down, right back up and out. That way you just constantly feel it in those abs, all while keeping that lower back press down. We are then going to roll it over, roll it on over, and we're going to go into some hip dips. So stacking the shoulders, we're going to take the right hip down to the right side, twisting it over, left hip to that left side. So just rolling back and forth from those toes and really focus on that twist in that oblique and really try and twist that body or try and twist that hip. Like, you want to try and get that belly button to look over at that opposite side. So like my right hip is twisting down, that belly button is shooting to that left side. Same thing with the left, belly button shooting towards the right side. Then we're going to take it into those in and outs to finish it up. So we know these, we love these, we do these. Knees are going to come up, we are going to press them, or we're going to pull them in and press them out. Crunch it in, press it out, okay? So for these, for the crunches, we're going to go for 20 crunches, 10 hip dips, and right and left counts as 1, so it's like 20. And then those in and outs, we will go for 10. So 20, and then I'll count that for the 10 for the hip dips, in and outs is 10. And then we'll adjust for needed. I feel like it's too easy for us as we're finishing up. We may add more, but not for the crunches. I feel like adding more than 20 crunches, I don't think it's necessary. All right, so if you're on the ground, just kind of shake it out, move it around. If you're standing, move around. And then we'll get started in about 15 seconds. It's like my Siri picked it up, so it's trying, couldn't see the timer. All right. So we start out with those crunches first. Those knees are going to be up, feet are going to be out, arms are going to be up and out. So we get ready in position right now. So we're already good to go. Okay. So knees are up, toes are going to be out, arms are going to be up and out. We are going to take it for 20. Are we ready? In 3. Remember, we only come down 90%. 2 and 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, shoulders back, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Dropping it down. You can kind of shift those hips up if you want. Just kind of stretch it out a little bit. And we have those hip dips next. So right, left will be 1. We're going to go for 10. And remember, make sure that belly button is looking over at that opposite side every time that hip is twisting. All right, so let's flip it over. We stack the shoulders. We keep a nice long neck. That chin does not need to be into that chest. Hips stay nice and low. So make sure they're not piped up, because if you twist, you're not really going to go anywhere. But we're going to go in 3, 2, and 1. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Dropping down to the knees, knees out, toes together, shift the hips back and stretch it out. And we have those in and outs next. Crawling those hands back, sitting the booties down, bringing the knees up, fingers face forward, popping the chest open, shoulders back. You can get a slight hinge in those elbows. We're going to take it in and out in 3, 2, and 1. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Extend them out, drop them down, and kind of just hug it in. Hug in those knees. And we start over. Round 2. So we start with those knee up crunches. I'm gonna flip it around. All right, we get ready. So remember, we press that lower back down in order to engage those lower abs. So the moment you start to kind of take it out of that, you almost take it out of those abs, because if that lower back is up, then you can feel it like your stomach, it's coming up. You want it to press that lower back down, so that way you can really get the focus in those abs. All right, so arms up and out. We take it up in 3, 2, and 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop it down, bring the arms above the head, kind of shake it out a little bit. All right, so we have those hip dips next. We're going to roll it over, shifting onto the stomach in 3, 2, and 1. Rolling it over. Hopefully yours is graceful, like in tennis shoes on a mat. So I didn't glot, like it wasn't easy. It didn't feel graceful. All right, so we stack the shoulders over the elbows. We lift up and out. So coming into a low plank, we go into those hip dips in 3, 2, and 1. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Dropping down to the knees, walking it back, just kind of shaking out those arms a little bit. You can take a seat on that booty if you want to extend those legs. Same thing if you want to stretch out those wrists. You can kind of place the backs of the palms down. This one's not as intense, so it feels a little bit better to do it this way. And then if you want, flipping it around. but we have those in and outs next. We're gonna go for 10. All right, so placing the palms behind, fingers face forward, knees are gonna come up, chest open, shoulders back, chin is up. We take it in and out in 3, 2, and 1. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Extend them out, drop them down, and stand it up. We have one more round, and we're good on time. We're like pretty golden on that time right now. All right, one more round. We get started. So let's just get down on the ground. Laying it down, feet are planted, toes are slightly turned out, not all the way, because that's not good for us. So just slightly turned out, knees are apart, arms come up and out. We take it up for 20 in 3, 2, and 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Dropping it down, bring the arms above the head. Just kind of shaking it out right here, moving those feet. We have our hip dips. We're going to flip it around, rotating it onto the forearms. In that low plank in 3, 2, and 1. So we rotate that body. All right. We stack the shoulders. You can come up to the knees. So stack the shoulders. I want you to focus on pulling your belly button into your spine for this. So tuck the toes. We shift the hips right and then the left in 3, 2, and 1. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Dropping down to those knees, taking it back, sitting to that right hip, extend the legs out. And just bring those arms out, rounding that spine. Bringing it up, nice long spine. And dropping those palms down. Are we ready? We have our last movement. So we have our in and outs. We're gonna go for 20 because we're finishing it out. Because we can. Because we can. All right. So same thing, I'm gonna count us up to 10 and then down from 10. And same thing, hinge at the elbows slightly, pop the chest, shoulders back, chin is up. We get the most out of every movement, right? Okay, take it up. We go in 3, 2, and 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Extend them out, drop them down. And if you want, clap it out. Because you guys are done. You guys finished a full body workout on a Wednesday. We're almost out of Thursday. If you didn't know, now you know. All right, so tomorrow we have lower body. And then Friday, you guys have some yoga. So hopefully we enjoy that. But like little blue specks on me. Yoga mat's coming off my white shirt. Okay. Anyways, thank you guys so much for joining in today. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Go enjoy some lunch or chill out or do whatever your favorite things are to do today because it's a nice day outside. And I will be seeing you guys tomorrow. Have a great day.